Hi, it's Mal Gandhi again. Now we're at a stage where we can actually use the app in its full glory and use augmented reality to motion track. So just to summarise what we've done so far, we have got our kit assembled. We have our augmented reality markers assembled, and it's on our kit. We have our mobile phone which is running our app on a stand, and we are wirelessly mirroring it to the TV. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here so you can actually see what I'm doing and also what's on the screen. So there are three tasks at the moment. More are coming. So the first one is called Trackbox. It's a non-anatomical task, and it's basically designed to help with camera control. So I'm just going to work through getting this task loaded. So it's only this is a right shoulder with a posterior portal. So let's first of all get our posterior portal, insert our camera, and we are now in an environment which is non-anatomical. And what we need to do is we need to find this moving ball, and we need to track it. Now that wasn't very hard, but I can go back and start increasing the difficulty. So let's try and increase the difficulty. Start exercise. Hopefully I won't show myself up. There you go. One hand camera, and I'm looking, and I have to center it, otherwise it doesn't move. And you can see in the bottom left there's an in range. So there you go, and it just make sure that I'm centering it, and it'll then move along this green path. There you go. So that's the first task. It's quite straightforward. It's designed to improve your one-hand camera skills. So let's go on to the second one, where we are using both our hands. And this time we got the camera again in our left hand. It's our posterior portal. In the right hand we've got an anterior portal tool. And it's in a non-anatomical environment, so I need to get both markers to be registered, and then there you go, I can see it, and now it doesn't move even though I'm in the center. I have to come and use my instrument to push it along that line. So I'm actually triangulating in a non-anatomical space. There you go, and I have to both get it in the center and touch it, and if I don't do both at the same time, it doesn't move. There you go. Right, so again you can increase your difficulty with that, and then using the principles that we've just learnt with that, you can move on to the next step, which is putting it together in an anatomical area. And all of this, as I said before, is designed to be a right shoulder portal, a right shoulder with posterior and anterior portals. So again, it's the same thing. Just get the markers recognised, and now I'm in the right shoulder, and I can do exactly the same thing that I was doing before, but it's a bit more anatomically. You can appreciate the anatomy a bit more. Now I've got it in the centre, and then I need to touch it. Without doing both, it won't move. Amazing once you see some anatomy, how much more careful you become. Right, there you go. So that's a triangulation. At the moment, it does measure the time, but it's also going to be measuring a few more motion tracking parameters, distance covered, accelerations, and that's all coming in our next updated version. We're also making our knee app. We're also planning on having more portals, working in different spaces, because at the moment we're working the glenohumeral space. So these things are coming, but this is our first release, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Yeah, you can actually have a simulator at home which motion tracks. Great, isn't it? Look forward to hearing your comments on it. Thanks.